Okay, welcome back to another episode of Shit Out of Luck. I think this is the third or fourth. Don't quote me. I don't know. We have Kayla once again, and we have a camera now and another mic. So hopefully the audio's picking up. Yeah, and we have our two cats here with us today.
They're the future.
Yeah,
not me.
So we took 20 minutes or so to write down our unpopular opinions or other people's popular opinions that we think would be a good conversation starter.
Yeah, I wrote down ones that I can agree or disagree with.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Also, it took me an hour and a half to set up the mics. So hopefully they're working. They're on and working.
It is 10:25 p.m.
And I started doing this at like
9.
Yeah.
9. Yeah.
So this better pick up. You want to start us off since I have to pull up everything again?
Yeah, mine's a pretty strong one to start with.
Go ahead.
You're going to have some feelings about this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full disclaimer, I wholeheartedly disagree with it. Before I even say it, I wholeheartedly
I'm scared.
disagree. Because I know your opinions on this. Close relationships with your exes are healthy.
Oh.
I disagree.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. It's not for me.
I disagree because some people are beyond redemption. Like, some people just do the dumbest things, or the things that it's either they do something so dumb and they're gonna keep on making those mistakes, or they do something to hurt you so bad. Why would you keep that in your life? You know?
Yeah, but if it's like a mutual breakup,
that's different. Yeah, that is different. You're right. Stop doing that. We just started and you're already doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a mutual breakup, though, I feel like it's okay to be, well, let's say close, maybe not close, but I feel like it's okay to keep contact.
To still.
But if they start dating someone else, I feel like it's okay to, push them to the side. Yeah. So that is actually a very good one to start off with. Mm-hmm. It could have gone either way. It did go both ways, to be honest.
It could go either way. It really just depends on your situation. Money can buy happiness. Yes. Money buys you everything that you want/need.
I know money isn't like, it's not, I feel like I can agree with people that say money doesn't buy happiness because I'm happy right now. But I feel like I'd be a lot happier if I had money.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm happy with the life that we live, but I'd be so unbelievably happier, like, if we were comfortable without having to work so much.
Yeah.
Because we live comfortable-ish, but at the expense of me working 40 hours a week, you working almost 40 hours a week, us both having car payments, of course, paying the insurance, our phone bill.
I feel like for us too, we want to like start a life and move out, and money is preventing us from being happy, I guess, in that sense.
Also, money buys you happiness when you go shopping on shopping sprees, because treat yourself.
Yep, you don't gotta worry about it.
Over summers, we always go, like, we'll save up over summer, of course, and every now and then we'll take a couple $100 out of our savings, and we'll just go to like some outlets and treat ourselves.
And it feels so good. I feel like I have so much money, though.
It does. It's definitely important to treat yourself, to spoil yourself after working, especially after working so hard for so long. Like, it's very important.
Yeah.
To treat yourself.
And we're expensive. We're like, let me go treat myself. She's signing for a car. I have the money for it. Goes and signs for a car.
Yeah, I want to keep my monthly down to like mid 300s, 400s.
Quotes are 500. I'll take it.
Cost me almost $600. Deal,
bro.
Sign a deal with the devil. Why not?
Literally.
What's your next one?
For me, it's gonna be most remakes shouldn't be made without direct permission and oversight of the original creators.
I agree.
I agree also.
Because in a way you're discrediting the original creator, especially if you change things. And we saw an example of that in Bones, when Brennan's book was being created as a movie.
Yeah.
And she approved the make of her movie, but they changed up the script, and I guess they added some like stupid scenes.
Mm-hmm.
They added some like stupid scenes, and she did not approve of that, but they didn't care because it was their set. So
yeah. For me, I think, well, an example we can both relate to, I feel like, would be The Last of Us. How we saw the game, but honestly, I feel like they followed it to a T. There's like fan service moments though.
what were their names? Bill and
Oh, that was fan service.
yeah, because that did not happen in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that did not happen in the game.
Don't say what happened. Spoilers. Don't say it.
Yeah,
But what happened in the show is not what happened in the game with Bill and his.
we didn't
Bill
even
and
know.
Frank. There we go.
Yeah.
Bill and
We didn't even know Bill's backstory, or is it Frank? I don't fucking know which one it is. But
yeah,
we didn't know.
We didn't know how they met.
We didn't even know Bill even had a spouse.
Yes,
we did because he hung himself. Oh
Yeah.
You
You didn't say which one it happened.
Yeah.
You didn't say which one it happened in.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Also, I just realized my mic volume was like spiking on the thing. Yours is fine. Yours hasn't been spiking.
Mine's all the way up.
Oh. No, but it's working. Yours is
It
on.
better be.
I hope so.
You did not just sit there for an hour and a half.
Trying to
I was drawing the whole time. Okay, give me 1 second.
stop yawning. What is your issue? I just got out of a 12-hour
You're
shift.
the issue.
You've been off all day. What are you yawning for?
Homework is very tiring.
Okay. Yeah, I did homework at work. Beat that.
Shut up. Shut up.
Go.
My next one is very controversial.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a Reddit post, and while I can agree with the title, I did not agree with their post, what they said in the post. The title was "Transgenderism Killed the Idea of Being a Tomboy." This is so unbelievably true, because I guess you could consider me a tomboy ever since I was younger. Like, I've always liked dressing.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, I liked dressing like a little boy, like graphic t-shirts, shorts, sneakers, like
Yeah.
I dressed like a little
would be
boy.
considered boy clothes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You literally the norm of boy clothing.
Yeah.
Like, people don't really like consider it that way now. I feel like, but so you could call me a tomboy, you could call me masculine. Like, either one of those would be fine. But I'm not a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a woman. I still identify as a woman. My pronouns are she, her. I am a woman.
Yeah.
Always have been, always will be. I've never thought about being a guy, being a man.
Yeah.
I've
And no
never
diss
thought
to
about it.
anyone who is transgender.
This is just me.
Her experiences.
I do not want to be a man. I am comfortable in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Just the other day at work, literally yesterday, I was in the restroom washing my hands, and this lady walks in. She's about to ask me a question, because she was holding her kid, and she was asking about a changing station, and she was about to ask me, and she's like, wait. She stops herself, backs out of the restroom to look at the sign to make sure she walked into the right restroom.
People are so... You could be a little more subtle about it. A little more respectful. You know what I mean?
One time I was on campus, walked into the restroom with, and we were walking past this girl. I saw her do a double take so hard that her hair flew. Like, I saw her hair fly around when she did her double take.
People are just so...
At the funeral,
oh yeah.
We attended a funeral recently, for someone in my family, and I don't know what, I think she was a family friend because I had never seen this woman before, but we had like a little potluck, afterward, so that everybody could like catch up with each other, because a lot of the family from out of state came in. I hadn't seen my side of the family, hadn't seen my cousins in a long time, in like 4 years. So we were like having a potluck. We get there, and the first thing we do is we all like head to the restroom, because you know we were all out for a while, so we needed to do our business. I walk into the restroom, and the woman who I assume was a family friend in front of me looks back to like hold the door open for us, turns around, does a double take to look at me.
At a family event.
I am a woman.
I feel like also
I don't look like a guy.
I don't think you do. I think you have very feminine. I've told you this before. I think you have very feminine features, and you just have short hair.
That's literally it. Like I've got wide hips.
Yeah.
I have boobs. Like
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
I feel like when people don't see a pixie cut on a woman, then it's like.
And she had a short haircut too.
I know.
Like what?
Yeah.
It's like, mind you, I was wearing a button up and slacks, but my figure is still noticeable.
Yeah. And her boobs were still noticeable.
Yeah, like I have a figure and it is noticeable. Like I feel like the only time you can't really see my figure, like my hips or anything, is when I'm wearing baggy clothes like sweatshirt, jeans. But even then, it's still pretty noticeable. Like I don't look.
I feel like regardless though, I've been in. Okay, it's gonna sound really weird, but I've been in men's restrooms, and when you walk in, it looks nothing like what a woman's restroom does. Like nothing. Like it's more open because of the urinals. And it has 2 stalls. So as soon as you walk in, you know you're in the men's restroom. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've, like, in school, after school, have you ever been to, like, the men's restroom?
Mm-mm.
Well, when I was in school, by the band hall, the women's restroom would always be closed. Like, why was it always freaking closed? It would always be closed after school when we needed it the most, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have a guy go in there and check if there was other dudes. And then they'd be like, oh, it's in the clear. And they'd leave, and the girls would go in and change and pee and do whatever they need to do. Because it was the nearest restroom. So I know what a men's restroom looks like, and it doesn't look nothing like a women's restroom at all. And I can say confidently that all men's restrooms don't look anything like a woman's restroom at all. You walk in and you see urinals. 2 stalls. Literally 2 stalls. Women's, you know how they have like 10 stalls
30
lined
stalls.
up? Yeah, no. Men's, it's like a bunch of urinals and 2 stalls at the end of the hall.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
And then that's a little embarrassing for the guys, because whenever there's people in the stalls, they're just shitting.
Yeah. I always say that too. I always say that. Oh, also at the stadium, it'd be the same. The women's restroom would be locked for some reason, so we'd have to go pee in the men's. It is what it is. No one ever cared. You know what I mean? But
when I go into a women's restroom, when I'm meant to be there, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
But we did say, what was the title?
Transgenderism killed the idea of being a tomboy.
We agree with the title, but under this Reddit thread,
they were a little offensive, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what was said, but I did not agree with it in the slightest.
I also didn't agree. That's why I didn't write it down.
Yeah, that's why I only wrote down the title and I didn't read the Reddit post. And unfortunately, in today's society, people see a girl who dresses in men's clothing with a short haircut and they assume, oh yeah, that's a man. Like, they want to be a man so bad. Like, that's...
And it's funny because the same people that do double takes, the same people are like, those people shouldn't be coming into the women's restroom, yada, 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 are the same people that don't agree with transgender men going into men's restrooms.
Yeah, but then when the transgender man would walk into a woman's... If a transgender man were to walk into a women's restroom, it would also be a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm very glad that our campus has all gender restrooms.
Yeah, I agree.
To make like that part of the community feel safe. However, I don't want to use the all gender restroom. I'm a woman. I want to use the women's restroom, you know?
And I feel like it's good that you stand your ground like that.
But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't scared.
Yeah, I know.
Every time.
I know, I'm there. Okay. My next one is, I don't agree with it, but someone said on Reddit, there's a lot of affordable housing.
No.
There isn't.
Not where we live.
Not where we live.
I feel like anywhere, it is very hard right now to find affordable housing.
Good affordable housing.
Yes, something, because she is obsessed with not having a granny looking home, so it has made shopping.
Look at my room.
Shut up. It has made apartment shopping a little not difficult, but just we have to expand the search a little bit more.
Regardless though of like furniture preferences and stuff, there isn't affordable housing. The most affordable housing right now for a studio is $800 in a sketchy ass neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And the studio is not even that big.
And don't get us wrong, we've found some great places in our price range in great areas. It's just we're not currently in a position to move out.
Our price range, our budget was $1,300,
$1,200.
max $1,300, and we were cutting it close.
Yeah, that was stretching it because I didn't have a car at the time.
Yeah, and even then, it's like pretty decent. A pretty decent studio.
No, that was the 1 bed, 1 bath.
No, but we looked at studios that were also the same price.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the only reason that one was so cheap, the one that we found was the 1 bed, 1 bath, was because it was a newer apartment. You know how people they lower the lease to get people to join, and then they keep raising it every year. So we found a really good deal on that one, but it's not the right time to move out. But yeah, I disagree with there's a lot of affordable housing. I think the housing market has gone up a lot.
Traveling is a waste of money.
I saw that one too, but I feel like I couldn't really. I mean, I guess I can comment on it if I have shit to say right now. But
utterly disagree.
I also disagree.
I love when we travel.
Yeah, even if it's like little road trips.
Because we're 18 and 19, and we went to California by ourselves, stayed in a nice hotel by ourselves. We went to Disneyland by ourselves.
Disclaimer, we were paying it since we spent a couple months paying it. But
that's okay.
It was so worth it at the end, I feel like.
We did 3 or 4 months of payments for the package, and we got it. It was for a pretty reasonable price too. Our plane tickets round trip were affordable for the both of us. It was only about 400 to 500 for the both of us round trip. We got a good deal on it. We did everything we wanted to do. I love traveling with you.
I love traveling with you, and I hope to travel more in the future. Oh, we're going to Washington, but that's with our family. So it's a little separate then. But I don't think traveling is a waste of money. I think traveling is necessary to
relax.
Yeah, free the mind.
Stop worrying about work.
And stop worrying about money. Even though we were tight on money when we went over there, we weren't really tripping.
Yeah. We still bought everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
Despite the budget. Because there were, even with the issue with your car payment, we still bought everything we wanted to.
Oh, yeah, because I feel like we were pretty responsible with our money, too. We didn't buy anything until the last day, till we knew for sure we were going to have a little extra money.
Yep.
But even then, the other 3 days, we were saving money for that last day to splurge.
Well, the first day we went to, Disneyland. The second day we went to the adventure park, blew a whole bunch of money to get everything that we wanted from there, from Radiator Springs.
Because we only had one day.
We only had one day there.
Park. Yeah.
And then the last day, when we went back to Disneyland, we bought everything else we wanted to.
Yep.
That was so worth it.
I agree.
Traveling is not a waste of money.
It's not a waste of money.
If you have the money,
Debunked.
do it.
Mhm.
What's yours?
You're gonna like this one because we've argued over this one.
Oh dear.
Toilet paper should be hung under, not over.
Disagree.
I know you do.
Over.
No,
Yes,
under.
because then you have to reach behind and then pull it out from under. That's
no,
so
it's easier to do
unethical.
under. Oh my
No.
god.
no.
If you do it over, then
Aren't you a
have
woman
to,
in STEM?
you have to fold it a certain way if it's
Aren't
over.
you a woman in
Aren't
STEM?
you a woman in STEM?
Yes,
Talking
that's
about
why I know.
It's gonna be
That's
harder.
why I know that it's more ethical and more convenient for everyone. For it
See,
to be
like it's
over.
happening again. We've had this conversation before.
Over.
Talking about some. I need toilet paper. I
Over.
put it on the fucking rack.
Over.
Shut the fuck up. I put it on the rack and she was looking at me crazy. Like I freaking killed someone.
You're a psychopath.
I'm not a psycho.
You basically did kill someone. You killed my heart
oh my
the
god.
day you did that.
It's like in the Hunger Games. I'm the third one. Third one. 'Cause my soul is dead. Like okay.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Over. It
no.
should be over.
It's under.
No.
Okay.
No.
Good friend.
Also, she uses an ungodly amount of toilet paper. When we live together, the thing we're gonna spend the most amount of money on is fucking toilet paper. With how much she uses, she folds it like 50 times before she rips it
I
off.
don't want to get my shit wet.
You won't get it wet.
I'm just kidding. I don't know why I do that.
Like
I'm-
I use a quarter as much as
You know,
she does.
maybe
and
it's
I'm
because like you're not an only child and y'all like, did you get in trouble for using too much toilet paper?
fine. Yeah.
I didn't. Because I didn't have to worry about
Using too much toilet paper, too much soap, too much toothpaste.
the only time I would get in trouble was for using too much
too
soap.
much detergent.
Because I would make like potions in the shower and like fucking put bubbles all over my face and shave it off or whatever.
What?
Yeah. So my grandma would be really mad. But toilet paper, I feel like my whole family uses that much.
What? That,
We go, you know how me and my mom go through toilet paper?
and paper towels.
And paper towels.
Your mom is
Mhm.
crazy with the paper towels.
Yeah, I am too though. Paper towels are lifesavers.
I feel like you should do an episode with your mom.
No, she
Spanish
wants
episode.
to. She said that she wants to. She said she
I
wants to
think you
come
should.
on.
I think you should. I think it would be a very good idea.
Yeah, because she was talking about how, because guys, we've been through it, to be honest, but she just wants to be real. So I'm gonna let her be real,
It would
but
be a very emotional episode.
it
But
would be.
It would
very
also be in
emotional.
mostly Spanish.
It's all Spanish.
Yeah. Hey, your mom is American.
I know
She
she's
speaks English.
American. She is American. She was born here, born and raised.
Born and raised.
She was born and raised here.
My next one is mind your business in public places.
That's not a hot take.
It's but a lot of people sometimes I am guilty of this. I will voice my opinions, maybe even sometimes a little too loud.
I know that.
Like I don't like chewing. The sound of chewing actually irritates my soul and makes me want to rip my ears off and gouge my eyes out.
We were on the same page. Did you see that comment? Where it was like, people's chewing is not other people's issue. It's a personal issue. And
Yes.
I agree. I mean, I understand that it's a phobia, but I feel like to a certain extent,
I cannot.
not
help it.
everyone understands. I know.
Yeah,
But
like I even sometimes I'll look at her and I'll go
yeah.
like I just cannot help it. Like I hear it and then I can't unhear it. And then until the person is done eating and or chewing on whatever they're chewing on, I can't.
Well,
and
it's a phobia, so it's gonna be like that. But like,
but unfortunately, sometimes I'm guilty of expressing my opinions a little bit too loud.
yeah. And I pointed her out on it.
Yeah, and then I have to get shut up. I do
Yeah.
shut up. Or like in other terms of minding your business, like staring too hard
Oh yeah.
at people, like when they're talking or like arguing in public. Maybe like I don't know. We are so nosy.
Yeah. You know, there's a
We are
saying
so
though
nosy.
that it's like if you're arguing in public, then it's everyone's
business.
Yeah, which I kind of agree to a certain extent, but also mind your business.
Yeah. Another thing about the mind your business, also like me walking into a restroom getting double taked. People saying things.
That was a good one to put down then.
Yeah, I've had people say some outrageous things to me when walking into the restroom. Granted, this was when we were still in high school.
Yeah.
No one has said anything to me since we've left high school.
They grew up.
No one has said anything to me, but the looks, what happened at work just yesterday, mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Like, I'm clearly in here for a reason, you know?
Moving on. Okay, this one is one that I have a strong opinion on. And I think you also have a strong opinion on because we've talked about this. But the college years aren't the best years for everyone. Like, this shit is not pitch perfect.
I agree.
And we've talked about it. We've said that if you don't live in a dorm, honestly, you're not getting the college life.
Because we're not experiencing the college life right now. How are we attending a university and we only go there 2 days a week? How are we attending a university? We haven't been to a single football game. We haven't been to a single event.
Dude, life is kicking us in the ass. Like, I feel like school is just a little.
And it's... Sometimes we do it to ourselves, too.
Yeah.
Like, we will procrastinate. We'll put things off until the last minute. And then we're stressing about it the day of. And it's... And on top of that, we both work so much. Like...
Yeah.
It's just... We're not getting that college experience that everyone hopes for.
Yeah, but you know, people are like, you go and you make friends in college. The only way you make friends in college is if you were, 1, put in a group, or 2, live in a dorm. Mm-hmm. Because just being a regular just being a regular college student, just being a regular college student, I feel like I don't go up to anyone and just have a conversation. If that makes sense.
Yeah. One time last semester, me and my friend were walking to chemistry, and this one group, I guess they were doing a fundraiser. You could throw a thing of whipped cream at somebody.
I don't think you've told me this.
Well, they came up and they asked if we wanted to do it for $2, and we were like, $2. It's the fundraisers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we were like, no, and they were like very insistent, and then they looked at us awkwardly when we kept saying no, because we were trying to go to class, like, because you know how we would like meet up before chemistry, like study together and then go to class. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were on our way to class.
But even then, y'all were like study buddies. But are y'all friends now?
I actually I have not talked to her
since
the semester started. But like over the break, we texted a little bit, a couple times. And same thing with my group for environmental science last semester. Yeah. We were planning to hang out, and unfortunately the plans just never went through. But I still have that group chat with them. We all said we all said Merry Christmas to each other, Happy New Year. We just haven't spoken since then.
Me, on the other hand, I have not made one single friend this whole time, bro. Second semester in, not one new friend.
Because it's been friends that we've already had.
Yeah, and I had a group, and no one like met up, no one talked. It was like, you do your portion, I do mine, we present, and that's that.
Something I am very grateful for. Small talk is important.
It is.
Small talk is very important.
She's taking the class I took last semester, and we had partners in math to do a group writing assignment or whatever. Mm-hmm. My group was, I've told you this, they would literally, okay guys, get in your groups. We would get into our groups. No one would say a single word. And at the end they'd be like, you got it? I'm like, you got what? What did you get? And they'd be like, yeah, I submitted it. Without me seeing, like, bitch, I'm part of the group. But honestly, I never cared because last semester I was slacking. And if that meant that I got to go home early, then I was out of there because it was submitted.
My group is very awkward this semester. I am having a hard time breaking through with them, even through the willpower of small talk. It's hard. My group this semester for this class is very reserved. Like, they're to themselves. Last semester, that was not an issue. Everyone in my group was very sociable. I love that. I love that.
I feel like headphones are very normalized in college too, and headphones make me not want to go up to anyone. Which technically the point of them wearing it in school is for people not to go up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to make friends, and I haven't made any friends.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but that's my take on that. College years aren't the best years for everyone. For us, it's not. I feel like college isn't gonna be like, oh, in college I went to. No, I feel like for us it's gonna be like in our 20s, 30s. It's gonna be like, I went to fucking the Bahamas this year.
Also, why do I have 10 assignments due every Sunday?
Yeah, she does. She sent it to Canvas on my iPad, and every time I open it, I have a heart attack.
Because it says like 15 assignments.
And I'm like, bro, from what?
Dude, I have no electronics to myself right now.
You know,
I'm borrowing your iPad. I broke my laptop just last week. I don't know what happened. I was wearing my backpack, and I think it was when I bumped into the wall.
Yeah.
I guess my back pressing against the computer was enough to cause the tiniest crack, but that tiny little crack made my screen go fucking crazy. Couldn't see shit, and then I made it worse because I picked it up.
This bitch tapped it, and it like it fucked up. It was like a little bit.
It was intrusive.
It was like a little bit. She tapped the pixel, and that shit bled everywhere.
Stop.
No. So technically, it was a little bit your fault.
Anyways, I'm gonna blame her because she's blaming me.
Okay.
Was that yours? Is it my turn?
It's your turn. Yeah, that was mine.
Obviously I don't agree with this one. The words "I love you" are meaningless.
Damn.
Because some people just be throwing those words around like it's nothing.
Whoever wrote that.
Who hurt you?
I'm sorry.
Whoever wrote that, who hurt
I
you?
should not be laughing this hard. Whoever was like, I need to type this on this subreddit right now because it's true. It's an unpopular opinion. No one loves me. I'm fucked up, but that's kind of funny.
A 6th grader wrote that for sure. Obviously disagree. I love you. Like, yeah, I am in love with you.
So I disagree. I love you. I love my parents. I love my family.
Like, I see my future with the people I love around me.
I do see though where they're saying that I love you is meaningless. Not in this case.
It's like, it's not I love you that's meaningless. It's more like love you. And even then it's not like meaningless, you know?
Okay, it's another hot take.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that when words are overused, it starts to become meaningless.
Diminish the meaning.
Yeah, I don't want to say I love you is meaningless. Obviously, fucking not. Not to me. It's never gonna be like meaningless. But I feel like
to some people,
the first, like, if you really think about it, the first "I love you" means so much. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
We said it fast.
I mean, we're friends, though, like, and we're gay.
We were already saying like, "Oh, love you, I love you" to each other
on the phone as friends, friendly.
Yeah, friendly.
Oh. I guess one of us was being friendly.
Which one?
But yeah, like, I've mentioned this before. Whenever like people, when they're like "bae," like yeah. Have a good day, bae, or like to your friends, "Hey, bae, what are you doing?" Like, I feel like later on when you get in a relationship, like when I got into a relationship, "bae" meant nothing to me. The word like "bae," babe.
Like, we have our own nicknames.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's cute. Like, we made up something for our relationship, but I feel like in general, like, words do lose meaning when you use them a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We gotta switch it up.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying "I love yous" are meaningless. I'm just saying that I could see where this person is coming from, especially.
But at the same time, "I love you" has so much meaning.
It does. It's like, always had so much meaning. But
even if you agree with this statement, deep down, you have someone in your life.
Yeah. And even if "I love you" becomes like that, you know how you're always like, I wish there was another word more than "I love you" to describe my love for you. That's you kind of diminishing the word.
Like, not in a bad way.
I know it's not in a bad way, but I'm saying I could see where this person is coming from.
When I say that, I don't mean it in a bad way, obviously.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah.
But
like, I just wish there was more that I could say.
Yeah,
you know?
see, but that When you first said I love you, you didn't like wish there was more you can say.
Yeah, you're ineffable.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I remembered. Okay. This is another one that I wrote. Another hot take for mine is social media has ruined reality for a lot of people.
Yes, I've been seeing a lot of those lately on
Really?
TikTok. Just one earlier that I saw was social media ruined me. Why is bruh part of my vocabulary?
Yeah. Okay.
And I reposted it.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean
I
it
know.
in like all these 20-year-olds are living their life, having apartments, like because they're social media influencers. Like go you, like you're able to do that. So, but for me, I don't know. It just feels like
I feel like I'll barely be
have little
moving out when
time.
when we're graduating.
It feels like I have no time. You know, it feels like I have no time to actually get up. You know what I mean? Like no, like you know, like get up.
Your money.
Yeah,
Your
like
money's
get my
up.
money up.
Yeah, especially with like all the bills that you're paying right now.
Yeah. Oh, and friend groups on social media are so big, and I have no friends, y'all. I mean, I do, but
She
like
does.
not like that. You know, like I can name 3 friends, and my cousin. You know what I mean? But like on social media, everyone has like big friend groups, and it's like if you don't have these friends, then what are you doing? Whatever. You know, like the Pinterest pictures of your friends on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, first apartment at 20, bitch. I'm almost 20, literally, and I'm not thinking of moving out anytime soon, girl.
This year you will be 20.
But yeah, that's kind of like my take on it. Like social media has ruined reality for a lot of people. I know it's not just me.
The biggest thing is it's good to have expectations. Just please don't set that bar too high for yourself.
Yeah,
Because I feel like we were trying to set the bar a little high for ourselves.
we were.
And I'm not going to say it backfired on us because it didn't. I think we are still doing very well financially.
We grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we grew up. I think we made a responsible decision
Not to move out.
because if we had moved out and you decided you wanted to end up getting that car, because we were going to move out and she wasn't going to have a car and I was going to still be in my little tiny blue roller skate. By the way, I have a 2018 Camry now, but I used to have a 2007 Toyota Yaris. If you don't know what that looks like, look it up. Okay?
Pencil sharpener.
It's literally a pencil sharpener, a roller skate,
An
like it was a
M&M.
cube, a little clown car. Okay? So we were going to move out with me having that car. No payments on it, of course. That's why we were even
Just
planning
the
on moving out.
insurance.
Yeah, just the insurance, which I wasn't even paying. My dad was paying.
Just the insurance, our phone bill.
No, my
And
dad
then
was
that was
paying my insurance at the time. So I was
Oh.
just paying my phone bill.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But yeah, but I think I made a smart decision upgrading my car before moving out.
Yeah. I made a smart decision getting a car.
Before moving out.
Yes. Because I had a car and then it was a lemon.
Yeah,
So
but
I
I think
returned
that
said car.
also was a responsible decision
To return it.
do. That was very adult of you to return it.
Yeah.
Even though you knew like the consequences with your credit and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But now you have a car that's 10 times better.
And making payments on a car builds your credit. So,
For a really good apartment. Hopefully.
hopefully.
What's yours?
Apple juice or orange juice? There is a right answer.
For you?
Yes.
I
And
think
yours.
I think I need for you to set the mood. What day is it? Is it morning? Is it night? Is it
A
afternoon?
nice Sunday morning. You're
Nice
craving,
Sunday
a
morning.
breakfast like pancakes, bacon, eggs,
Okay.
syrup.
Bacon, egg, syrup sounds like orange juice to me.
Yeah. To all the freaks who drink apple juice with their pancakes, eggs, or bacon, you're a freak.
But
Orange juice
also
on top.
I crave apple juice
Stop.
sometimes. I do.
Stop.
You
I'm
know
just
I
kidding,
do.
I'm just
Whenever we
kidding.
get breakfast and you're like orange juice, I'm like, can I get apple today? And it's like the little tiny carton of apple juice.
Yeah. I love
Um,
orange juice though. I'm a sucker for orange juice.
I feel like on a sunny day, I'd crave apple juice a little
Oh.
more.
On
On a
a
like sunny, on a sunny day.
I could see that.
On a sunny day, it's more to like that afternoon. If it's morning on a rainy day, for sure orange juice. You know what I mean?
Don't hate on me. On a sunny day, I like cranberry juice. Don't hate on me.
Damn. I don't like cranberry juice.
I love it.
Damn.
It's good. It's like bitter.
That's horrible.
I love
But you don't like wine?
It's like bittersweet. Bittersweet. Wine is just bitter.
No, you gotta have good wine. Good wine is not just bitter. You haven't had a good one. Okay. We are witnessing the downfall of Netflix.
Yes.
That one's also mine.
Yes.
Yeah, we are. If you still have Netflix and you're still paying for Netflix, stop. We're not even paying for
Isn't
Netflix.
even worth it.
T-Mobile's
it's
paying for Netflix.
literally with our phone plan.
The only reason I have Netflix is because T-Mobile's paying for it. Other than that,
T-Mobile gave it to
Hulu
me.
all the way. Even, do you know how there's a package like Hulu, Disney Plus, and then something else? I think it's ESPN, actually. That's more worth than getting Netflix right now.
Netflix is just falling off. They took everything that was good off and they're putting on everything that is not worth watching, that's not worth your time. Hulu on top. Because they got all the good movies on Hulu right now. They've got all the good shows.
It's a little expensive, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Hella.
But I feel like it's worth it, though.
But for all the things that they're giving, it's definitely a win-win.
It's any subscription is only worth it if you actually sit down and watch TV,
Hi.
to be honest.
It's both back.
We'll see.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Watching people eat is disgusting.
Yeah, that's just you.
We kind of discussed this
Oh,
earlier.
watching people eat, I think is disgusting. Like, if you really focus on everything they're doing while eating, it's kind of gross.
Men
But
with beards eating. To the ones who keep your beard clean while you eat, kudos. Because I don't know how you do that. But
to
I know
the women dating, to the women or men, sorry. Dating men with beards. Okay. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah,
How?
that's disgusting.
First of
I
all, how
know-
do you kiss?
I know someone who eats like a cow to begin with, and then he gets everything in his beard while he eats, and I'm just like, ew. Like, no napkin can save you from redemption. You better go upstairs and shower, you know?
I know what you're talking about.
You've seen it.
I've seen it. I didn't realize it though until she pointed it out.
Like, she notices a lot more things now because of me, like in terms of
Yeah.
people eating, like, because it doesn't bother her now, but she notices it.
Gossy looks crazy.
Oh my god, the guy on the plane on our way back from California, dude popped a piece of gum in his mouth. I was getting my
I heard
AirPods
it.
out. Oh
No,
my
I was the one. She didn't hear it
God.
at first. She didn't
No.
hear it at first, but it was so loud that I realized. I noticed that it was getting a little too loud in
But
there.
he was in the same row as us. Even if she didn't point it out, I was
She
gonna
wouldn't-
notice.
Eventually,
Like,
but
dude, every time he opened his mouth to smack his gum, it was like,
No.
that's how far open his mouth was.
And back to the fucking, what did you say was like the the not to overreact or whatever. This is one of
overreacted. Like,
this is one of the instances where I was like, stop, you're gonna get kicked off the fucking plane. Like, this bitch was actually about to punch this dude.
cause what the
She was,
fuck is wrong?
and it
with
wasn't
you?
subtle. She'd be like this.
And other people were looking at him too. It was not just me at that point.
I
It was
was-
so bad. Other people were looking at him. He took his gum out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, he definitely felt the stairs.
Like, people were burning holes in this man's
Yeah.
head, including me. Because why are you smacking your gum? Like,
Even me,
dude was
bro.
like,
Even me, I was like this. I was like, the whole time,
she was
like,
side eyeing him. I was snapping my neck. I was like,
bro, I was in the middle seat of the plane. This bitch went. Like, she was not fucking around. Like, she wanted him to know that she knew he
I
was
needed
chewing.
this man to know that I could hear him. And I don't like listening to my music on blast. I don't
Yeah.
like playing audio on blast. I think I'm very sensitive to sound. I'm very sensitive to sound.
Yeah.
So I don't like loud things. I don't like consistent noises. I had my AirPods on blast. And I could still hear this man. Mind you, my AirPods are also old. Old. And I'm still on my first pair. So I guess like the quality is also not as good as, headphones now or the
Mhm.
Beats that I use now. But this man is so diabolical, and wherever he is, the next time you smack on your gum like that,
He was
I hope you
wearing,
choke.
he was wearing headphones. So he couldn't hear what she was saying. She was like, "This guy be fucking for real," so loud, bro. And she was like, "This be fucking for real," like looking at this bitch, like talking to him.
I
And
needed
he was like
him
this
to know.
the whole time. He was like
Bo was on his phone chilling. Like,
slouch back. You know how men are.
bro had his seat back, legs stretched out into the aisle,
Yep.
on his phone.
On his phone, headphones in, gum in. He was not fucking around.
I could not.
Yeah, as soon
That
as
was
he
the
popped that shit in his mouth, I was like, "Put your AirPods on."
worst
Why?
ever
Why? Put them
experience.
on. It was horrible.
Worst ever experience that I've ever had.
Okay, I'm gonna leech off of this one because I wrote, "It's rude to eat popcorn during a movie."
Rude?
Yeah. I disagree with this one, but I only wrote it down because I don't know how you would.
I mean, I disagree. It's not rude. At the same time, just shut up.
See, like, yeah, I don't think it's rude because movie culture has kind of gotten. It's always been like that. You
Yeah.
always eat popcorn
It's not rude.
during a movie.
It's common. Like,
Yeah.
no issue with that. Just if I go to a movie theater, I'm going to sit in the very back row so that I don't hear it
Yeah.
behind me.
Let me tell y'all something about the back row. It gets freaky back there.
Like, 2 instances. We go to a movie, we buy our tickets, we buy our seats. First,
And
we went to-
it ain't us.
back in October.
It ain't us.
Back in October, we went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
I feel like we are very respectful about our relationship in public.
Yeah.
Holding hands, maybe a peck here and there. Like,
Yeah.
very rare when we're in public, though.
Yeah.
I
But
think-
holding hands is common. We
Holding
always hold hands.
yes.
But
We went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. We were sitting in our seats in the back row because I don't like hearing the eating behind me. I can somewhat tolerate it if it's in front of me or like down the row next to me, but I cannot stand it if it's behind me. When we went to go see Black Panther, I was like this the whole movie.
yeah.
Because we were like kind of towards the front. Anyways, we went to see Five Nights at Freddy's. This couple walks in. They were gonna come to the very back row with us, but they saw us. They went to the row in front of us, all the way to the end of the other side of the theater. And they were so annoying.
They were making out hard.
Making
Like,
out,
and these
talking loud during the movie.
laughing unnecessarily and like.
Like, even if you don't enjoy the movie that much, like, have courtesy for the people around you, because it
Common
wasn't just
courtesy.
us and then them. There was also another couple there watching.
And
the movie.
I thought, because it was like a grown couple, like they're pretty grown. I wouldn't say old, but they were older. So
I thought that the guy was gonna say something because he had like gone up,
he got
and
up,
he left.
He looked really annoyed.
Yeah,
too.
he looked peeved, but he just came back and nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, we watched the credits and everything. We were waiting to see if there was anything special afterwards. And the light turns on, and there was this lady waiting for us to like get out so she could clean up. And she was just staring at
the couple.
that was making out.
Yeah, they're making out the whole
'Cause-
movie. Literally, when there would be like silent like parts for the jump scares, like to prepare you for the jump scares, they'd be like,
Yeah.
like, please stop, bro. Why are you doing that at a movie theater?
Like,
that is unacceptable.
And you could tell that these kids were not meant to be there. It was a Tuesday afternoon.
they looked young.
It was Tuesday at 3:00 in the afternoon. That those kids like looked like they were freshmen.
maybe freshmen.
Freshmen
Yeah.
in high school, max. Like they were not meant to be there.
Yeah.
And then we went to go see Anyone But You.
Oh, bro, the back row gets freaky. I didn't know about this because I never sat in the back row ever. Not until I started dating you, girl. We walked in.
They
Let
were
me tell
in
this
our
one.
seats,
In our seats.
on
First of
top
all,
of each other.
we fucking paid this. We paid for our seats. You know what I mean? We reserved that shit. Obviously, they didn't pay for the movie because they were in our seats, so you wouldn't know. So literally, I walk up. I see what's going on. I go up the stairs. I turn on my flashlight. And I'm looking for the numbers, right? And I'm like, oh, I think y'all are in my seat. You know, and any other person I feel like would have been like, let me just sit like over here. You know what I mean? But no, bitch, I pay for my seats. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit in my fucking seat. Like, you don't deserve to be there. So I put the flashlight at them and I said, I think you're in my seat. And this bitch was on top of the other dude. And yeah. They were awkwardly like rushing to get off of each other or whatever.
Yeah. And then they moved down a few rows like to the center of the theater. Another group, a pretty big group walks in.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they were in their seats. And they had to move again.
Yep. And again, one more time after that.
Yep.
When another... What are the odds? 2 more people come in, you're right in their spots.
Yeah. It's like, why? You know, like... time and place, and that is not the time nor the place.
Yeah, well, moral of the story, gets freaky in the back of the movie theater. So if you have the opportunity to not go in the back, don't go in the back.
But back to your original topic, it is not rude to eat popcorn.
I also don't think it's rude to eat popcorn.
Yeah, there's gonna be people like me where you may go who just don't enjoy the sound of it, but it is not rude. Yeah. This will be my last one then. Digital copies should be cheaper than physical copies.
Yes!
That is not the case for everything.
It's not.
Video games are just as expensive digital as they are hard copy, which does not make any sense unless you're buying it pre-owned.
If anything, I think it should be more expensive hard copy because of the materials wasted to make the product.
The case of the game, the disc of the game.
Yeah, and even books. Why are books the same price on online ebook than it is in person? It's not for like, I'm not saying textbooks, you know, 'cause it's always cheaper online. But I'm talking about some like regular books, like everyday, day-to-day books that you read. It's horrible. Inflation, economy.
Yep.
Well, because obviously, I feel like eventually it's gonna start being like CDs and DVDs and stuff. They eventually books and vinyls and stuff are gonna get pushed to the side.
I don't think so.
Well,
vinyls have lasted this long. They're still coming out with new vinyls.
But they were cheap though. For a while until it became a trend to get them again.
Yeah.
Tote bags. Not even 99 cents. 97 cents. And now they're fucking $30. Yeah, but Blockbuster closed for a reason. Blockbuster closed for a reason. Like DVDs now, you go to the store, you can get it from $10. But on TV, you rent it, and it's either you buy it for $10 or you rent it for $4. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So I'm still gonna rent it. But
I remember Blockbuster.
I do too. I used to get all the plushies from all the my Mario plushies. I would get them from Blockbuster.
I would just
before
go
GameStop,
roaming around the aisles, waiting for mom and my stepdad to finish getting everything that they wanted, and I would just roam around the aisles because obviously they weren't gonna buy me anything.
Not me. I was the only child. I was the only child, girl. I got everything.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't say everything, but I was spoiled.
I could sit here and go on a rant for hours about how wronged I have been by my family for just being the middle child. I think I can too,
from what I know.
Like, just for being the middle child. Like, the older one, they don't really pay attention to.
Mind.
The older one, they don't pay much mind to. The youngest one is the princess or prince, depending on your sibling. The youngest one gets all the attention, all the favoritism, all the love, and the middle child takes the grunt of everything. That is literally the dynamic of a family of 3.
It's all jokes and it's all funny, but that shit is real.
It is real. Just earlier today, I was basically being threatened to be kicked out just because my little sister wants my room.
That is crazy.
When my parents are the ones who made the deal with me that as long as I'm in school, I can live there rent free.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they were basically threatening to kick me out earlier.
I would see videos of like TikToks and stuff making fun of like the middle child, and I would immediately think of Kayla because that shit is real.
That is also real. Like it's funny jokes, haha, But like I actually get cut off in my house. I will be talking, trying to have a conversation with my mom, my stepdad, my brother, or my sister, or my uncle, anyone in the house, and someone else will come down and just interrupt what I'm saying. Or they'll all be in a room and I'm trying to talk to one person, and suddenly all of them want to talk to that one person at the same time. I can't get a word in at that house. And then when I do get a word in, they try to contradict me. It doesn't, like, it's real.
That shit is real.
It's real.
It's
like, that
real.
dynamic is real, and it's not fair. My phone. They bought me, my brother, and my sister, my freshman year of high school, they bought us all the same phone, an iPhone XR. And they told all of us that this would be the last phone that they were buying for us. That they were done. So my brother, being older, he bought his own phone later on. I think he was buying his own phone by my sophomore or junior year. I can't remember. I waited until I turned 18, and then we went and we bought new phones.
Yeah.
Like as
upgraded.
We finally upgraded. It took 3.5 years for me to get a new phone, and it was with our money.
Yeah.
Not my parents. My sister,
on the other hand,
just turned 15 years old and has the same phone as her.
That's wild.
An iPhone 14 Pro Max.
That's wild. Not even me. Honestly, me being the only child, I didn't even get new phones. I got hand-me-downs all the time. My mom would upgrade and then she'd give me her old phone.
Which, I mean, was a good bargain because your mom always had a nice phone, but still. Like,
but nothing brand new.
This is like the first new phone that you've had because we bought it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, just earlier, my mom was saying how my sister wants my room. My sister called me. I was in the middle of doing homework. She called me. She was like, "When are you moving out?" What do you mean?
Bitch, the fuck?
What do you mean, when am I moving out? Like,
not anytime soon.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
I just bought a car. Like, why are you asking me when I'm moving out? I tell her I don't know. Not anytime soon. I hang up. Go back to what I was doing. A couple hours later, she calls me again, but it's my mom on the phone. And she's like, "When are you moving out?" What do you mean, when am I moving out? I still live here.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I was like, in case you have not noticed, I still have 3 years left of college. And you guys are the ones who made the deal that as long as I'm in school, I get to live here rent-free.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know, but do you have any idea? And I was like, no, I do not have a definitive time of when I'm going to move out.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the slightest idea of when I'm going to move out. I would like to be financially stable
before moving out. Yeah, I agree. Same.
I would like to, because I'm going to go back in December and I'm going to refinance my car. I would like to have a lower car payment before moving out. I was flabbergasted times 10 today with my family. Yeah. And then when I was saying I wasn't going to move out anytime soon, my mom was like, "Oh, well then I'll just move your rooms around." Why? Why? Because your sister wants your room. Why? Our rooms are the same size. It really sucks, coming from my mom.
I know, yeah.
Like I've noticed it a lot more lately.
Yeah.
And that really sucks.
This is gonna be my last one. I skipped a couple. But people who have never worked customer service don't understand what common decency is.
Absolutely.
Literally just today.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you. So, I'm working. This car pulls up. And for some reason, I work at a coffee shop. For some reason, whenever customers pull up to the window and it's a dude and the wife is in the passenger seat, they don't like ordering because it makes them look like pussies. And I wouldn't say pussies, but they think that they look like little bitches ordering coffee, like a little, let me get a medium ice with cold foam type shit, you know what I mean? Like, they feel embarrassed on doing that. And when their wife isn't in the car, they look at their phone, so we know that it's not them that is ordering, you know what I mean? Anyways, this guy pulls up to the window already. He's like buff, tatted up, like, he looks real tough, if I say so myself. He looked real tough. He pulls up to the window. I say, hello. Completely ignores me. Looks over at his wife. And his wife is like, can I get a... And then she ordered her coffee. It was an iced drink with soft top. I say, oh, okay. I already get their vibe. You know what I mean? I get their vibe. So I'm not really making any conversation with them. I'm not saying like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Just real dry. Straight to the point. She goes... I go, sorry. It's going to be $5.68. I remember the total. It's going to be $5.68. He goes, okay. He pulls out a wad of 20s and like hundreds. He pulls out a wad of that. He's going through his money. I don't know what he's looking for. To be honest, I don't really know what he's looking for. Mind you, they didn't fucking tip. They had all that money, showing me all that money, like no cash tip, no card tip. Anyways, he goes, actually, puts the money away, pulls out his card. Gives me the card, I'm paying, right? Skips the tip, goes to continue. I grab the handheld. I turn around and I see remaining balance of $5.63. So his card only had 5 cents. That's all it took, 5 cents. I go back, and me being the kind person I am, even though they were already being mean and dry, I go, oh, it only took 5 cents from your card. You know, I'm not saying that you're fucking broke. I'm saying that my system fucked up and only took 5 cents from your card. You know? He goes, the first time he says, this man says a word to me, by the way. He goes, are you dumb? Am I dumb? Excuse me? Are you dumb? Why would you even think that it only took 5 cents? You're a dumb bitch. You're gonna double charge me. He didn't say bitch, but he said you're dumb. You're gonna double charge me. He's making this big fuss, yelling at me, talking about some, he didn't want to be double charged. I said, just check your app. I was like, can you please check for me? Like, I don't know why it's doing that. He was just making a big fuss about it. Big fuss, yelling at me. I go, okay, no, it's fine. I'll just void it. It's all good. I'll make your drink. I'll still make your drink. I'm still being nice. I'll make your drink. I'll void it. It's all good. Y'all gonna have a great day. I make the drink. He hands me his card when I go to hand it out. And I said, I look at him. I grab his card. I try it again. And he goes, you are right. It only took 5 cents. I said, I know. I know it only took 5 cents. And then it went through. What happened was he didn't have money in his card. And when he went to go check, he transferred money into his account.
If you're broke, just say that, dude.
All that fucking fuss just for him to pay the $5 again. You know what I mean? And that goes with like common decency. I know he never worked customer service ever.
For him to say, are you dumb, is out.
Am I dumb? Are you broke? You should have said that. Am I dumb? Well, are you broke?
You would have gotten fired.
Oh,
for sure.
Oh my God. Like, the things I wish I could just say to people, and people go bonkers for their coffee.
Oh man, the amount of times I would have been fired at my last job if I had said what I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I put my 2 weeks in at my last job, and I would be taking orders, and I would just, like, I would go straight-faced.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they would get to the window and they would say something outrageous to me, I would just go straight-faced.
I also go straight-faced.
And I would slam the window.
I try not to, but I think I do it, like, not on purpose, though. If I'm already pissed off.
Oh, no,
especially.
I do it. I'm petty. Like
people will come up to the window and they order the same thing. They already know what they want, and they take their sweet time. They look at the menu.
So
they're like, actually, let me just get what I usually get. And it's the same thing they usually get.
Why are you looking at the menu if you're going to end up going with
regardless, you've been in that line for like a good 2-3 minutes and you didn't look at the menu.
Yeah.
You put up to the window and you still hadn't looked at the menu. That's crazy.
Oh my God, there was this one night at my last job. He wanted extra nuggets, extra bites. And we didn't have any carbonated drinks. And he was like, oh, so I guess you guys owe me a drink the next time I come by. I was like, no, sir, we have other options for you to choose from. And I was like, no, so I guess you owe me a drink the next time I come by because you don't have.
You get a refund.
And I was like, no, sir, here's your options. And I read them to him, and he was like, but you owe me a drink because you don't have what I want. And I was like, no, sir, we have other options. Do you still want to order? And like I was already straight faced at this point. The night manager was there. It was late at night. I was about to leave. The night manager was right next to me, and she was just listening, and she was trying so hard not to laugh. He was like, "Is it a 6 or a 9 piece?" I was like, "It's either or." He was like, "Let me get that," and I was like, "Which one?"
Like, bro, or when I hand out, like, kind of similar to that, when I hand out drinks and it's 2 different sizes, they go, "Which one's which?" What do you see? Which one is which? Like, which one did you order?
Yeah.
Like,
And so he wanted the 9 piece, and he was like, "How many gravies does that come with?" "Just one." "So I don't get extra gravy for wanting more?" "No, sir."
you can get more. It's gonna be
I was like-
upcharge.
I was like, "It's 60 cents for an extra one if you want." And he was like, "You're gonna charge me 60 cents and you don't have a drink?" And I was like, "No, sir, we do have drinks."
Bro, no.
I was like, "Did you still want to order?" And he was being rude as shit, and he was like, "Man, fuck this." And he pulled up, and so I deleted his order. I did not send it.
Oh, I think you told me about this one.
Yeah,
I got pissed off
because they
right?
dropped the bites fresh per order. So I didn't know if this man was gonna drive out of the line and leave, or if he was gonna pull up to the window. So I deleted this man's order.
Talk about something. Fuck this. All right, fuck your order.
Yeah, literally. Like, I was in drive-through at first because they didn't have anybody there, and I handed this lady her order, and I closed the window, and I forgot to lock it.
She opened it?
I went over to make the drink for the next order. She fucking opened the window. First of all, she banged on the window.
Oh, no.
And then she opened it, and she was like, "There's no utensils in here."
Hell no.
Window for a spoon.
You could have came inside.
You could have just waited there until I went back over. I mean, I wasn't gonna go back over because I saw that she was still there. Like, I heard her outside the window saying, "Ma'am, ma'am," and then I heard her
fucking crazy. I would never do that. You would never catch me getting out of the car to do that.
That job scared me. Like,
someone did that to me once, but that was like I threw coffee at me.
oh,
He was like, he banged on the window, but he waited for me to open it, obviously, but he banged on the window and was like,
no, that was outrageous. He was mad for nothing. Like, I remember you telling me that story.
yeah. I always go back to that story, but I think that's the only, like, crazy. I've had crazy stories, but I don't have, like, bonkers stories, you know. I think it's my only, like, crazy story that I have is that guy threw coffee at the window. And he missed me just barely.
There was this one regular at my last job, and she would come in every single day and get the same thing every single day. And there was this one day we didn't have the number tags for the tables, so I took her name, and she was like, "It's Suzanne." I was like, "Susan?" She was like, "Suzanne." And I typed it in as Susan. Because who the fuck are you taking attitude with? I just took your order. Like, I read back the order. Everything was right. Why are you taking attitude with me?
Also, people being rude to the people who make their food. Y'all are bold. I would never personally spit in anyone's drink or do anything like malicious like that. I just don't have it in me, but I know people who do.
I'd just be tempted to not give them what they want. I am tempted a lot of times to just, if they don't want the sauce on it, I'm tempted to put the sauce on it anyway. If they want something on the side, I'm tempted to put it on their sandwich anyway. Like,
yeah,
I'm tempted. I won't.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at my job, but it's so tempting.
Fine, because it's been an hour. It's been an hour of us talking, and if it didn't, then I just wasted $50 on another mic. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go on.
Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next Friday with another episode for you.
Hopefully next Friday.
Shut up. We will be back next Friday with another episode for you with some great long, lengthy conversations. This was not supposed to go on this long.
It wasn't. But if you made it this far, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Have
See
a
you
great
next
night.
time. Bye.